back. Welcome back to Shawnee Hills. Today we're going to install this mop sink in my basement mechanical room. Now, the major purpose of this is to serve as an open receptacle for the condensate from my water heaters and from my air handlers. But it'll also be nice if we need to empty a mop bucket or something of that nature to have a sink here just to be able to put things down. The problem is, here is my sewer line for the house, and the elevation of the sewer line going out is higher than the bottom of my drain for my mop sink. So I have two options. I could build this up onto a pedestal to make it high enough where I could drain into that, which would probably make it not so convenient to use, or I can use a pump to pump it up and out. Now, for right now, that's my plan. I've got the pump already. I'm going to install it probably over in this corner and tie into the main line here at this clean out. But in the future, I may, as we finish the rest of the house and may potentially not need the sink any longer, I may just put in a typical open receptacle at the clean out. But that's in the future, so let's get started. So with any plumbing project, the first thing I do is find all the pieces that I have and do as much of a dry fit as possible. Get everything right in place as if I was hooking it up permanently. And then I can make myself a list of the pieces that I need before I go to Lowe's. Like for instance here, I'm going to need a longer tail piece on this sink. And so I'm going to go through right now and dry fit as much as I can of the whole system and then start making a parts list. Another thing I always do is, even though I have done a lot of plumbing and I know the sizes these should be, I just do a double check. You know, I can't tell you how many times that I have went and picked up a piece of pipe at 1 1/4 because I knew it was 1 1/4. And I come back and it was really 1 1/2 inches. So, and I also measured the length on like a tail piece. You want to make sure that, you know, don't buy a 10-inch when you really need a 12-inch. And then lastly, if you need 2 street elbows, pick up 3, maybe even 4. And if you need 2 elbows, pick up 3. But I always pick up an extra street elbow or 2, because sometimes it seems like you were planning on using 2 elbows and it's too tight and you need a street. And I would rather spend an extra $3 or $4 on parts and not have to drive back to Lowe's again. Now I'm going to be using E30 purple primer, and I've already loosened that lid and just spit a little bit on myself as it is, but this stuff is nasty. It stains everything. You get it on your skin's going to be purple for a while, so I'm going to have a purple finger. So I would highly suggest that you use as many forms to protect yourself as possible to keep from getting this on anything important. Now I'm going to dry fit the whole section from here over to the pump before I glue it up. But this is a tool that is worth its weight in gold. Even if you only cut PVC every now and then, it is totally worth it. Now I have used hand saws, sawzalls, about anything you can think of to cut PVC. This gives you a perfectly clean cut, and it doesn't take hardly any effort at all. I can't recommend it any more than what I do. It is a great tool. On the discharge side of the pump, you want a backflow preventer, and that's so all the water that is from this point until where it starts gravity feeding can potentially backflow into the tank here. And if it's a larger volume than what the bucket is, or even if it's a smaller volume and the power goes out when the bucket's only 3/4 of the way full, it would backflow and overflow. So this keeps you from having an overflow situation. So now that I got these joints dry fit, what I like to do is make a pencil mark. That lines them up. I'm going to go ahead and unhook this. Little pro tip, always use a pipe wrench to put your lid back on your cleaner, and for that matter I use it for my glue as well. But even then, still store it upright. I do not know what it is with this stuff, but it leaks. It always leaks. Rarely had a situation where a can fell over that it didn't leak, even if I tightened it with a pipe wrench. But if you don't tighten it with a pipe wrench, it'll leak even just sloshing it around like that. So I warned you. Now here's the bad thing is that pump is a used pump. I don't know if it works. So we're about to find out. Now it's just a waiting game to see if this is going to pump or not. Oh, there it goes. Well, that's one more project done. I just got to clean up. Now, another tip for you is anytime you hook up a trap to the bottom of the sink, put a paper towel or a little container directly underneath the P-trap, and every few hours come back and look at it. These things can have a really small leak, and that'll just let you know if it has one or not. If you like my videos, please take the time to subscribe, like, comment, share, all that good stuff. All those things really do help, and I really appreciate you all for watching. Thanks. You